Hello everyone, welcome to No Mind Station, and tonight we're going to focus on a sun salutation. What is a sun salutation? And we're going to practice the Sun A, which is a very, well, I wouldn't say very, but it's a simple sequence. It's good to start with if you're trying to cultivate a yoga practice, and you can do it at home. So, sun salutation is traditionally done towards the sun, which is why it's called a sun salutation, and it's done first thing in the morning, and it combines conscious breathing with a couple sort of beginner poses in yoga. So it starts, and actually I won't go. I'll just demonstrate it for you. But what's important with the sun salutations is that you breathe in between each transition into the next pose. So as you go from one pose to the next, it's either an inhale or an exhale. But this is where it's really important to maintain awareness of your breath as you're transitioning. And so the length and the quality of your breath will determine the length of each pose, how in the sort of timing that you move into each pose. And as you start to develop a deeper practice and you get more strength and flexibility, the goal is to extend that sun salutation to a longer and slower movement, because that requires more strength and endurance. So now we're going to go ahead and start. Now, whenever you start a practice, it doesn't hurt to just sit, legs crossed. I sit up nice and tall for just a moment and spend like 5 seconds in silence. Now, if you already have a meditation practice, you can sit there for as long as you want, but at least a tiny little gap of 5 or 10 seconds and just be in the quiet, the silence. Bring your attention into your breath. And then make your way to a standing position. So, sun salutation starts in Tadasana. Tadasana means mountain pose. So you want to be gripping into the mat with your feet. Keep your legs active, your core active, your shoulders over your hips. Arms are active, everything's active here. It's a mountain, right? Mountains are strong and stable. And then from here, you're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold, hinging from the hips all the way down. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, palm the mat, step or jump back. Lower chaturanga. Chaturanga is 90 degrees with the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Rolling over the toes, pressing into the backs of your feet, and basically your whole body should be off the mat, off the ground here. So you're actually above the ground, and doing that means you have to keep everything active here. So you can do this, and then your gaze is up. This is upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So you're rolling over the toes. You start lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Make sure all 10 fingers are pressing into the mat, heels melting towards the mat as well. And then pressing into your shoulders, into the arms, and moving your chest towards your thighs. This is downward facing dog. And then you inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Halfway rising, all one inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep arms up, gaze up. So that's one full sun salutation. Now, I'm going to do one more, but I'm going to do it with my breath so that you can see what it would be like if you were practicing by yourself. Because if you're by yourself, you're not calling it out, number one, so there's silence. And two, it's at your breathing pace. So if your inhale is a 3 count, then your transition into that pose is a 3 count, right? So I'm going to do another one. This one is just a normal one. So we're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, palm the mat, step or jump back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Halfway rising, all one inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly hinging from the hips, sweeping the arms up, gaze up. And exhale, Tadasana. So that's one full Sun Salutation A. And one more thing to add to that, when you're going through it, if once you get to your downward facing dog, in Ashtanga Yoga, it's traditionally held for 5 breaths. So 5 whole inhales and exhales. And when you do that, you focus on equalizing your breath and finding some stillness. So I'll do one with the 5 count breath. It's very simple, but just so you see it. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway rise. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, palm the mat, step or jump back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Hold for 5 inhales and exhales. And then after that 5, your next inhale, you're going to step or jump top of the mat, halfway rising, all one inhale. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, slowly hinging from the hips, sweeping up, gaze up. Exhale, Tadasana. Hands at prayer or by the side. And again, that's a full Sun Salutation. So I recommend doing, try to get up to at least 5 every morning when you wake up. It takes about 10 minutes. By the end of the 5 Sun Salutations, you'll get your heart rate going. You'll kind of wake up your body. And this will be a good first practice. And then next time, when you're ready for more, we'll work on Sun Salutation B, which is a little more intense cardio and strength. Until then, enjoy the practice. Enjoy this present moment that you're in right now, because this is life. And I love you. When you hear a bell, listen for it as it rings and fades into silence.